Hey man, welcome to another episode of Project Podcast with the Project Network. We're here with a very special guest. Let's get started. How did you, first off, introduction? You can introduce
My name
yourself.
is Ru.m3. Some people will say Rumi, I guess, because how it's spelled. It's spelled Ru.m3. But I have a question mark in it because my name's really like a question too, because it's room,
Yeah.
but it stands for Are You Me?
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. How did you come up with that name though? How did you?
Well, it's actually like a secondary name, I guess, because I originally was going by Todd, or like I'm Todd, which was IMTOD, but that stood for I miss the old days. And that was more of my kind of like artist, like graffiti, like that's still my tag
Yeah.
to this day. But I ended up, when I like fully decided I was gonna do music, like I ended up switching it to Room, and mainly because it was kind of almost like an inside joke at first. Like during COVID, I had just like a house full of people and shit, and I don't know. Honestly, it ended up happening because we all had gotten back from a music festival,
Yeah.
for Okeechobee Music Festival, and literally on our way back, like my house was going to be like the stopping point for a bunch of people, and then they were going to go on their way. But on our way back is when like we were listening to the news and stuff and heard that there was like a lockdown, so we all just ended up in my house. And so it was after a music festival and shit. People were still feel themselves vibing, be like just trippy kids and shit. And it just started. We just started all kind of being like, "Oh, are you me? Are we the same person?" Like, so it kind of like derived from that, I guess. And I ran with it just because I am like a big voucher and like believer just in like unity, and like how we're all kind of like the same person, just like living in different like timelines and like
Different phases.
Yeah. So yeah, it kind of comes from that, I guess.
That's a dope. That's a dope. Just everything about it is dope.
Thank you.
My bad. How did you? Okay. How did the art start to come about? You mentioned graffiti. How
Yeah.
did you transfer over to just
To just
the
music.
music? Yeah.
Well, I still incorporate like art into everything. Like I draw a bunch of like cover photos and things like that. But I mean, music has been in my life like for forever. But art kind of was like the first thing I was doing. I was like, I don't know, like I guess something to try to market myself. I didn't take the music at first as that because I was kind of like helping other people with their music before I was deciding to put my own first. Like, I would say I've been doing music for like 10 plus years, but I've only been recording myself and releasing music for the last like 2 years. And
So what took so long? What stopped you from like just?
I don't know, honestly. I look back at it a lot and I'm like, I should have just started sooner. But really, I was helping other people with it. I was like in a relationship at the time where the guy I was with was a rapper and like making music, and I was more so trying to, like, through the connections I had from what part of the music industry I was in, I was trying to kind of give him like a platform, and like I would sometimes write his music, I directed the music videos, and then he had other friends and stuff too that I would kind of help. I was almost like their manager in a way, and
So you was always like,
yeah,
oh yeah, around everything.
well, I had started out in the rave scene, actually, like the EDM scene, and by the time I was like 15 or 16 or something, like I was a resident, like I was a go-go dancer actually at Club Cinema, which was like a huge venue. It was shut down. Now it's been shut down for years, but I was just always like in that part of the music scene, like the clubs, events, and whatnot. And I was a promoter. I left my house at 14, or my parents' house, I guess, at 14, and I ended up just going on my own like path and journey and stuff. So the way I supported myself at that time was like through the EDM scene, and that's how the art came about too, because I would try to like sell paintings and like make jewelry and like just kind of whatever little like side hustle I could do to make some bread, you know. And but throughout that time too, how the rap came about is, even though I was going to like the EDM shows and stuff, more like show wise, just the places I was living and shit like that, like, and also just being in and out of the system and whatnot, like I would just freestyle like with people, and I was write too, like that was kind of like my vessel, just like my little like personal diary, I guess, is just like writing music. And
I know my bad, I know we're jumping around, like, oh, were you always like, so people don't know, we're in Florida right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you was born there? You was born down here?
No.
Okay.
I was born in Boston.
Oh, sure.
And then by the time I was probably like 2 or 3, we moved to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then New Jersey. And then we moved to Florida when I was like, I think 10 or so. It was right around when 9/11 happened. I remember that because my uncle was in the second plane of it. And he was like my godfather, and he's actually a reason for another part of my, kind of why I was in the EDM scene and like the festival circuit, like traveling, because he was like, I don't know if you heard of like the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, he was like a big Deadhead, and he, like, that's how me and him bonded from my early memories of him, is like he was always showing me their music and stuff and telling me about his crazy like travels and things like that. So after he passed away and we moved here, and then, you know, I just had some things going on in my family where I didn't want to be at their house or like feel like I like fit in there really. So you know, I heard about like the raves and festival scene and just like traveling, and it reminded me of some of the things that he would tell me. So I kind of decided to take it upon myself as like my own journey to do some things like that, follow different festival scenes and like circuits, and just, I don't know, just being a loose cannon, just doing whatever the fuck I wanted, really. But yeah, so, but I pretty much consider myself a Floridian, I guess, because like the majority of my life has been in Florida at this point, and that's what I know.
So when you left like home, right? It was over here.
It was in Florida.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in West Palm. And then from where I was like out west in West Palm. And I went to Royal Palm from there. Then I went to like Lake Worth area. I was just bouncing around. I was like in different like couches, houses, like wherever, and just I went Lake Worth, and then I ended up near like Blue Heron area for a while, and then I went to Broward after that. By the time I was probably like 16 or 17, I was in Broward.
So from 14 to like 16, right? You was just bouncing around and trying to how was that?
It was wild, but it was formative. I don't know. It like grew me as a person a lot, I guess. And from Broward, I was kind of bouncing back and forth at first before I solidified myself in Broward, but I ended up catching like a juvenile case. And the times I was bouncing back and forth, I was back in West Palm doing some things, and got pulled over in the car I was in, and
this fly truck.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I've been looking at it for the last whatever you should just swipe on.
Yeah. No, but I basically, when I was back in West Palm at a point, I caught a charge out here, ended up in the juvenile system. I think I did like I think it was like just 90 days or something.
Yeah, how old were you then? Like,
I think I was 16 or
16
17.
Still?
Yeah, I think it was 16. I'm pretty sure when I was 17, when I got released from there, I got put on house arrest.
Yeah.
And that was for a 6-month span. And that was the first time I ended up talking to my parents again in the few years that I had not been there was the house I was staying at the time when I got put on house arrest was not a place where I would have liked to
to stay.
Like, well, not a place I would like to have like in the system to be like, oh, this is my place of residence. Like, that would be kind of hot. So, I ended up reaching out to my parents again and pretty much being like, I'm gonna come back there just for this like house arrest thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And
so they welcomed you back.
For the most part. I mean, they weren't really stoked about it. Neither was I. But yeah, I ended up doing that, and then when I got off the house arrest, finally is when I decided to like fully move to Broward, and I was still at that point like working in and out of the clubs and whatnot. Like when I was on house arrest, I had got like a little job just to, I think it was like at a coffee shop or something, just to be able to say I had something, and then like stack up some money to be able to move. And then I was doing promotions still for like Club Cinema and a few different ones that I was making some money from. And so as soon as I got off, I ended up getting, but this time I was like 17, I ended up getting a house on a sample, which my homies still have that house to this day. It's like gone in and out of like all of our friend groups and stuff. Like always somebody in my friend group has ended up having that house. But so yeah, I ended up getting that spot though, and that was right around the corner from cinema, so that made shit really easy for me, because we would have people park there for the events. We'd charge parking, throw after parties there.
He was always hustling.
Oh yeah,
he was always like trying to get it.
Yeah. That's all I could do, right?
Yeah. Holy shit. It's like it's a little journey.
Yeah. For sure.
Still going, right?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I lived in Broward for a while.
How long?
Probably, I mean, I was 17 by the time I like fully moved there, but I don't think I came back to West Palm until I was like, it was probably like a good 4 or 5 years or something before I came back here. And that's when around the time I was helping like my ex with his music shit and whatnot. And by that point too, after like being in Broward for a while, I had ended up like going back to jail for a minute and being kind of just in and out of the system for a minute. So when I decided to come back to West Palm, it was because like me and him decided to like spark up a relationship. I was like, all right, let me just like settle my ass down for a little bit and vibe, like
relax.
Yeah. And but by that point, I'd already been like writing music for a while, and just like it was a big part of both our lives. That's like one of the things that kind of like made us come together. But I had just never really thought about like just actually doing it for myself. And at that point too, I think the style of music I made, like I didn't see a lot of other female artists like doing it, so I don't think I ever really had like somebody to like look at and be like, well, she's doing it, why can't I? So like I don't know, I just never really had put the effort into it for myself by that point.
Was it like confidence, or you was not even thinking about it like that?
I mean, I would say some of it was like confidence based a little bit, and it was also kind of like almost like a weird like stigma in a way, like in my relationship, is like I felt like I was trying to kind of live up to like his standards a bit, and I felt like that was not something that he wanted to see like out of me. Like he wanted to be like the focal point and shit,
Oh, so he
I was like
to be
the background character, But a lot of the work was coming from me.
So
yeah, but it wasn't until I broke up with him that I was like looking at just my past few years of life and shit, and being like, this is what I love doing. I've just been like, why have I not been doing it for myself, So I'm not gonna lie, when I first started recording music and deciding I was gonna release it, I was almost doing it as like some form of like revenge to be like fuck you, I could be doing this shit the whole time and I do it better than you, so but it turned from that into me just really like loving it, and it really being like the only thing that I felt comfortable like doing, you know. And especially with like I don't know, like I can't really have like a regular job or anything, you know. I'm tatted the fuck up, I have a record, and like that's even part of the reason I tattooed my face and shit was when I decided that I was not gonna have just like a standard life, like, and I already was having trouble like being accepted by main community and like getting a real job. I didn't finish school, I dropped out, like I didn't do no college, so like when I tattooed my face and shit, that was like me just being like, it's like being a creator or it's nothing. Like, so yeah.
Sometimes you have to like, you know, take that bet though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be like, hey man, like fuck all the other shit, all in and let's see.
That's it.
And it takes like a good amount of confidence too to like do that, because you have to be confident in yourself, your ability to do what you do, to really take that freaking risk, because a lot of people is not taking that risk though.
I see that. Yeah. I wouldn't consider myself a lot of people though.
Yeah, but for sure. You're very unique. The style is, you know, amazing. You can see the creativity and all, like the outfit and the tattoos. How many tattoos you got?
A lot. More than I don't. I don't know. Like all my arms are completely done.
Oh shit.
I have like down and my whole back is covered.
Oh yeah.
Everything on my legs from like here down I did myself.
Oh, you did them yourself?
Yeah, and then from like here down, other than the blackout part, I got covered because when I was in jail, I had tattooed a lot of just random like quotes and shit on myself, and then I did the 95, the Anarchy. I didn't do the chain.
Oh shit.
But I had done some other shit around here. I had an artist do like this part in the blackout, but I had done like this shit.
Yeah. Oh, this shit hard.
Yeah, I have one artist though that did a good majority of my work. Shout out Calixto.
Give him shout out.
I would bring him people to like, you know, they would get shit done by him, and he kind of just used me as a canvas, like, and I would make my own art and shit, and then, you know, he would be like, well, let me just tattoo it on you. So
that's fire. That's dope, man.
We have one matching one, which is the Why Me. I tattooed Why Me on his shoulder, and he did it.
Oh, that's dope.
Right there.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite one out of all of them?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That people can just see.
I mean, honestly, probably for the homies one.
Oh yeah.
Is one of my favorites for sure. This was supposed to be something different. I ended up just putting I had two best friends that were both Virgos that passed away like within the same year. And but for the homies at first was supposed to be, I was gonna put just dates like this.
Yeah.
Just like sketched down, but then I realized the amount of dates that I had for like all the homies that had passed away would cover like
the whole arm.
A lot. So I decided to just make this arm more of like really like the most impactful people.
Yeah.
And one of them was this too. This is probably one of my main favorite ones too, the turtle. Which was
the turtle.
Yeah, that was a guy that was my best friend, and we ended up dating for like a short period of time. He passed away right like within a few months into us actually deciding to like be in a relationship. He's actually the person that helped me get out of the other relationship I was talking about. And he was like my business partner, and like
that's fire.
Just so.
Do you want to explain how did he
on the same arm?
How did he
That's a crazy story in itself, honestly. He was on his way to a music festival. He was on his way to Swanee.
Yeah.
I had just got back from Alabama, doing like a little mini tour thing out there, and so he was driving. We had been up all night. We had to run to Miami, and we were up all night just like driving around and shit. Yeah. And he had to leave like early in the morning to go to the festival. He was trying to convince me to go with him and stuff. I was like, listen, I just got back from Alabama. I don't even think you should go, but like, I'm gonna be right here at the house.
Yeah.
You know, just call me when you get there. And I ended up going back to Miami that day because there was a show out there.
Yeah.
It was Manifest Gang, our homie Jordan. It was his birthday party out there, and like one of the first keys, I forget which one, but so I was gonna go to that. He was gonna go to Swanee, and on his way driving at like, I put the mile marker to, and it was on Friday the 13th. That's why I put the 13, but it was at like 142, that mile marker, like PSL, which was his hometown. He just, I don't know, I guess he got sleepy behind the wheel or something happened, and he ended up veering off. He had somebody else in his car with him. That person lived. They did not get him out of the car. Yeah, he was driving their truck because that person was on probation and didn't want to be driving out of the county. He had crashed 3 of his cars within like a month or two. That's why I was like, you should not be driving right now. Like, you know, he already didn't have his cars and shit, so he was like, well, I'm going because this person got me a ticket, said I will drive their car, this and that. And yeah, so he ended up, that person actually gave him a sleeping pill.
What?
Which, so I kind of, I'm not gonna lie, low-key blame them a little bit, because like, he didn't take pills or like do things like that, you know. So they gave him a sleeping pill at like 5 in the morning, being like, all right, you need to be driving at 8, like you need to go to sleep. And they gave him a sleeping pill, which then he still stayed up for the most part, I think. So probably that kicked in while he was driving, and he veered off into a lake. Car sank. The other kid got out, swam to shore, I guess got help or something, but he didn't try to get him out of the car, and he got knocked out upon impact. So like, the car sank with him, and then when divers went in looking for him, there was no body. So there was, for the whole day, like by the time I found out, like I had been worried because like I didn't hear from him and shit, and I was at this event being like, I was like, my phone just not working? Like, or I tried to call him and it went right to voicemail.
Yeah.
And but I was like getting worried, but I was at this like big party. I was trying to like not think about it and just hope for the best, kind of. And then something happened when I was there where the DJs started playing this song. It was like around midnight too or something, and there was like a bonfire. I remember I went and sat near the bonfire because I was listening to this song that they were playing, and they were playing it for another one of their homies that had passed away. And so they were like, this is like a remembrance song, like, you know, shout out the dead homies and shit like that. And I went and sat by the fire, and I was like looking for like a sign, or like I was like trying to pray, and I was like, yo, like if he's okay, like show me a sign, but if he's like gone, like give me a sign. And like as I asked for that, the fire just like started burning out, like out of nowhere. Like the flame went away, and it was just like embers, and I was like, this is not like,
it's not a good sign. Yeah, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah. So I remember just like pacing off, and like I went to my friends and I was like, yo, we have to get a hold of Turtle, like we have to. And it was a few hours later, I got a phone call from his roommate saying that they think that this is what happened, but nobody's sure yet. There was a post saying a truck that matched the same car that he had left in was found, but there wasn't a body found. So it was like a whole day before we were really like for sure what happened.
Yeah.
When the story came out though, when the divers had gone into the water, they said it was like alligator like infested like water and shit. They ended up finding, I think, like pieces of his body. So but that's the crazy part, because he would always tell me, he was like, yeah, I'm a turtle, I'm the most aggressive breed, I'm an alligator snapping turtle. So Turtle ended up dying in a lake getting eaten by alligators. Like, so yeah, that was a big thing.
Damn.
But yeah,
holy shit, how did that, like, I mean, that's a dumb question to be asked. I was about to ask, how did that affect you? Like, it's like,
not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all. Very not good. That was around the time too, though, where that was around the same time though that I really had just started taking music seriously. So that I feel like sparked a lot of my earlier music of just like, because in my music I talk a lot about just pain and like trauma and people that have passed away, and I don't know, just dealing with life, I guess, and like I don't know, a lot of that had sparked around that time, and it wasn't until more recently, I feel like in the last 6 months or something, I've kind of been taking a different approach to music a little bit. I'm trying to, because I've always just rapped, really, but I've been trying to go more like indie, like pop punk kind of route, just bring more energy
Yeah, the
kind
new
of
song you
to
just dropped
music.
is,
Yeah, I would say he's also like an inspiration, I feel like, in that song, because I talk about I got dead friends, dead presidents, and I still ain't find the meaning. That's really just talking about, I guess, well, yeah, people that have passed away that were close to me, and then just always like living this life where like you have to just like do the next thing, which for everybody is like everyone's trying to make money, right? But it's like, what's the meaning of that, and like I don't know, I love and hate money at the same time. So
you need it somehow. Like the system find a way to like sneak money in there and make it the most like so-called valuable thing to human beings. I don't think it is though. But
I don't think it's a made up thing. That they've just made us dependent on. Like there was no money. Like when there's like cavemen. Like there was trade and whatnot. But there's I don't know. They created the dollar bill when they created government in a way to control people. So
it is a control thing, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, printed out of thin air.
Yeah.
And you work your whole life to try to obtain it. It's a funny thing, bro.
Yeah. I was talking to a homie actually, Kid Soul.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about just the concept of money one time, and I was like, I forget what I said exactly, but I was like saying how like they say money doesn't grow on trees or whatever, but we literally cut trees down. Like we cut nature down to print something to control an environment, and that's why they say it's the root of all evil. Like, and I forget what exactly I said, but it was something along those lines.
That's true. People do dirty things for money, crazy things for money. You been killed for the. It's too much, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, changes.
It's a fucked up world. We just try to make the best of it.
You can't, you can't give up.
Yeah.
That's one thing about it, though. You can't give up.
Yeah.
You always gotta try to aim and just fuck it. See what happened.
Yeah. Fuck around, find out.
That's that dude of Instagram, right? Where he did that chart.
Yeah.
Oh shit though. But how you been? How's everything? How's the year been so far? There's like what?
It's been good.
4 months left in the year?
I guess so. It's flown by, honestly. Yeah. It's been good though. It's been productive. I've had, I feel like, a lot of growth and stuff, like not just in my music, but like on a personal level. I feel like this year I really like have like solidified and like gotten comfortable in like who I am and shit, and just like what I want to like bring to the world. And music wise though, like I've gotten a little bit more organized with it. Not all the way there yet, but I've got more consistent on like projects and things like that. I just started something where I decided I'm gonna drop a song every Thursday.
Yeah, I seen the video on this.
Yeah, so I'm doing like a voting kind of thing. I'm really just doing that too because I have so many songs that like I have this habit of recording music.
Yeah.
And then before I can release what I just recorded, I'm right every day, So I will like before I even like finish mixing and mastering a song, like my engineer will come over. I have a home studio and shit now, so.
Oh, so you set.
Yeah, like he'll come over and be like, all right, so we were working on that from last time, and I'm like, well, I wrote like 2 or 3 more songs. So I just have this whole back catalog of music that I never find the right time to release. So me doing the Thursdays is me trying to kind of force out of myself to drop some of those songs. But I have like a mixtape that I had released, the South Florida Shit Show. I'd released that as like my first full project, and then some singles between then, and then I have an album that I'm gonna be dropping hopefully by like late fall. It was supposed to be the beginning of fall, but I still have like 2 or 3 more songs I want to be able to add to it, and I'm trying to release it with like mostly for all the songs like visuals, like music videos. That part's taken the longest because I just have this like vision of like I want all the videos to really be in a storyboard, like you know, each one to add on to the next one and be extremely like theatrical and cinematic and like meaningful. So I need like a heavy amount of production for them, and I'm directing all of them and stuff too.
That was my next question though. You doing all that by yourself?
I do have like, I mean, as far as the direction, I'm doing all that on my own. But I have just a few people like that are gonna help me, you know, capture like, because I need somebody behind the camera. You know, as much as I love film, and like if I could film myself, I would, because I have a good eye for it and shit. But so it's been a while finding somebody with the same eye and like vision. But I feel like I did now. So those are things that are gonna be happening before I can release that. But so yeah, the Thursdays are pretty much me trying to still give people music before I can release that project. So yeah, it's like every Sunday or Monday I'm posting like 2 song options, and then people up till Wednesday can
you
like
also
vote.
On TikTok too, right?
I have a TikTok. I do not do well at promoting it at all. Instagram's like the only thing that Instagram's my real platform, which it should be YouTube. I'm still working on even building my YouTube. But I mean, all my songs that I put out are on all platforms. Like I go through DistroKid, so I'll go to Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, TikTok, and like, you know, whatever music platforms. It uploads me to like 20, 30 different platforms. But Instagram is where I have the biggest following. So I'm working on taking people from Instagram and being like, follow the YouTube. Like Spotify, I have a good amount of streams on and whatnot. SoundCloud's like half and half. It's like some of my songs will have a lot of streams, some of them that it's just all the promotion, really. Like,
I'm telling you, I think
I slack on the promotion sometimes.
That TikTok is where it's like, especially like
it's a whole different algorithm though, is the thing. Like I feel like I got the Instagram algorithm down pretty good, but TikTok's a whole different one. So.
Alright, so okay, with this project you about to drop in the fall, what do you wish to like achieve with it?
It's like, well, the project itself, it's gonna be a lot more of, the songs are all like deeper, I guess, and a lot of them are more, I would say, more diverse than the South Florida Shit Show. Like some of them have more kind of like pop kind of beats, but they're all more like theatrical storytelling kind of songs. So it's gonna be called Split. And so it's gonna have kind of like, I guess, split sounds on it. Like some are gonna be more like poppy, some are gonna be more like melodic, like a deep like bass kind of, but like bringing like, I guess, a rap kind of like flow and cadence to that still. So it's gonna be dope. That's all I can really say. I don't know. It's something I'm really excited about. And other than that, I do have a tape with my twin, Lizem, called Red vs. Blue. And that we brought somewhat of like a diversity too, because it's like the red side is more rap, kind of like aggressive, like beats and stuff, and like, you know, like a rap like flow on it. And then the blue side is the more melodic kind of side, and that's kind of like a trap metal kind of like album, I would say. But yeah, with Split, it's gonna be, I would say, not as like on like the like trap metal like punk kind of vibe. It's gonna just be more, I don't know, it's a whole different like I
Still
feel like I'm
figuring,
like creating like a genre with it, honestly. So
yeah.
that's what's like
Yeah.
important to it about, or
How,
for me, I guess.
yeah, how do you pick out like your beats and stuff?
I have a blend of methods when it
Yeah.
comes to that. Like, I either have I have friends that will produce them, and I'll kind of just be like, I'll send a few different songs and be like, can you make a beat that's like all of these mixed together? Or I will go on BeatStars and obsessively scroll until I find something that fits. But a lot of times when I'm writing my music, I write the song before I even find a beat. So I'll have a melody like in my head already, and then I have to find something or ask for something that as closely will fit that as possible. And sometimes I have to derive from the original, like whatever I have in my head, and just find something that works. But there's gonna be a few songs on Split though where I'm working on right now, making beats myself, literally out of just using like my voice, like layering like my voice in different tones, and like then just making different sounds. Like even like I was doing something where I have like this wooden like little foot massager things
Yeah.
that like spin. I was like spinning that shit like, into the microphone to try and make this like crackling noise. Like so
It's like
it's
a
yeah.
mad scientist is trying to figure things out.
Yeah. Really cooking shit.
Nah, that's fire as fuck. That's that's the purest. That's, you know what I mean. That's the purest form of art. Just experimenting and just finding
Yeah.
shit to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Like who are some people outside of your close group of people that inspire you to like inspire your sound or inspire you as a person? Who are some of those people?
You mean like
From
so do you mean like other like artists,
yeah,
like
other
bigger
artists. Let's do
artists,
that.
or
Yeah, let's
like
do that.
that's a good question, honestly, because it's all over the place. Like there's so, like I guess some of like the bigger artists that throughout my career I've been like, oh, their shit is dope. Is
Yeah.
like, well, I've always liked JID
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Like from when I found him when he was with Earth Gang or doing things with Earth Gang.
Yeah.
I fucked with Earth Gang like as a group heavy, but JID always
He
stood
just
out
dropped.
to me.
He just dropped some like
Yeah,
the
he's been
album though.
dropping out. Yeah, and then
He's
he dropped like even the
singles.
parts that he didn't put on the album, he
Mm,
packaged and put as another like project
that's
almost.
fire.
So that's dope. Um, and so yeah, he's always like stood out to me. I love Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
I love what he's done as a brand in general, and like all the way from like Odd Future and like when he was doing a lot of shit with like Earl and like that whole group. Like I love how they had like Loiter Squad and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's always been something I wanted to do. So that inspired some like I want to do like some kind of like show of like that's where kind of why I need the whole like South Florida shit show thing
Yeah.
too, because I would like to make some kind of show based on
On that.
like just everybody that at least that I know in South Florida, like we're fucking characters.
Yeah.
So but
I've been saying that since like I think 2 years ago. There's a lot of like talents around. Like,
yeah,
Florida
definitely.
overall.
100%. Yeah, but there's a lot of artists too that I like that like some people may never even heard of. Like I like to do like Wiley from Atlanta, and just like a few songs that he has. Like I don't know. I feel like I can like just feel like just I don't know like his energy like through the music, and then like Quail P. I don't know. There's different people that just, and it might not even be their whole catalog. I might just hear a song and be like,
yeah.
"The other fire," like.
Nah, that's fire.
Yeah.
You just got to be like it's so as long as it's good music, it doesn't really matter to you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite genre of music?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even really good with like pointing out genres or like whatever they are. I feel like it just is based more on a sound. Yeah, like I really like just deep bass and kind of like I like ambient sounds a lot too, where there'll be kind of like empty gaps in the song and it brings that like dramatic like the pause and like where it builds up energy and stuff. And Yeah, the bass stuff probably comes from me being in the EDM scene, honestly. I don't say I have a specific favorite genre, though. I just like music that's different. It's, like, not all the same, like, just like, alright, we're shaking ass and we're getting money. I got fire jewelry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know
like,
what
I
you
don't
mean.
know.
Yeah.
Like, I just like shit that has meaning, that has depth to it, and, like, beat-wise, where it really brings to life and, like, paints a picture
Yeah.
of what the person is trying to say or get across.
So what out of all the songs like I know you did or you've done, what's like what's your favorite what's your not favorite song? What's your favorite like lyrics from a song that you did?
I have a lot of lyrics, so I feel like I couldn't pick a favorite, though, because I
Alright.
feel like that's if you have kids and you're like, yeah, Johnny over there is my A1, when you have like 10 kids, like, like,
Yeah, I get
I
what
don't
you're
know, I love
saying.
everything I do, honestly,
Ah,
like, so it's, I mean, I guess I have certain songs to where I'm like it stands out. Like, I have one that's not released yet. It's gonna be the intro song for Split.
yeah.
It's called What Change, and I've performed it before. For anybody that is listening that knows or been to my shows, is the, like, Bloodstains All in My Denim one. Um, I like that one a lot. And it's like, it's not even a long song or anything. It just, like, I don't know, the lyrics are really just, like, symbolic. And it's actually a song it's it's kind of a mixed message, because it can either stand for, like, addiction awareness
Yeah.
or, like, suicide awareness. Because it says, like, bloodstains all in my denim, looking in the mirror and I don't know what to tell him. If you were me for a minute, probably pull the trigger, who's to say what's night from day. And so I feel like it kind of paints a picture of somebody, like, being, like, in a mirror, but with, like, the pull the trigger part, you could think of it from an addiction standpoint, or the bloodstains on my denim, you could think of it as, like, oh, this person just killed somebody or tried to, like, kill themselves or something, and they're, like, they have blood on them or they're bleeding and they, like, are talking about pulling the trigger. Like,
Yeah.
you look at it like that, or also you could look at it like if somebody was, like, locking themselves in a bathroom and they're, like, using, like, a needle or something, and they're
Yeah.
talking about pulling a trigger, like,
Yeah.
that, like, pulling a plunge to, like, a fucking needle and have blood coming from, like, their arm from that,
Yeah.
so, like, it's, like, a mixed message, and it's kind of just for, like, the audience to take whatever they associate it with, like, whatever demons they're fighting, or, like, and so, yeah, I like to do symbolic shit like that, where, like, people really have to think and then take away whatever their own message for it is.
So leave it up you leave it up to like people to feel and interpret it.
Yeah.
As they as the you said something like I always like to, talk a little bit about like mental health, men, women or whatever.
Yeah.
I
feel
think
like
that's very
the biggest
important.
thing, especially in music.
Yeah, especially music.
Yeah, people use music as a vessel to try to either escape, like, whatever mental health stuff they're feeling, or some people just listen to music to try to feel a part of something, or, I feel like music in itself is really therapeutic, though.
Yeah.
That's why I like making shit with a meaning instead of just, like, the, just, like, the regular, like, club shit, or, like, even though that can also be used for, good stuff too, like, people are trying to, go out and party or
Have
something,
fun,
and,
get
like,
lit.
yeah, have fun, get away from their, like, 9 to 5 or something
Yeah.
like that, like, yeah, but I feel like mental health, especially surrounding music, like, because there's so many artists, it's not just fans too, like, there's just so many people in general struggling with mental health.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like music somewhere along the line should have a message of, like, just hope in general. And, like, for instance, that song I was just talking about, like, I planned on putting, either at the beginning or the end, like, the like, suicide hotline number, and, like, an addiction, like, hotline number, be like, if you're struggling with these things, like, don't hesitate to reach out, don't feel alone.
I don't know. You can say yes or no. Have you ever, like, battled with like anything like that?
I've
Like
battled with both
depression or
things, throughout my life. So,
and how did you overcome? Like, or just working on overcoming if you
um,
haven't yet.
I
For people
mean,
that's going through the same.
well, I mean, the music has been, like I said, like really therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Um, and art too, like, but I feel like just kind of like getting out of your own head a little bit and realizing that you're not alone and just talk to people, like, because I feel like, especially in this day and age with like, people are, it's easy to be able to just lock yourself away, sit on your phone, scroll, compare yourself to like what this person or that person's doing. Like, if your algorithm's set up a certain way, you're only seeing like the bad shit that's coming up. It's like, oh, this person's dead. This person,
Yeah.
there's this war going on.
Yeah.
Like, these people are rioting. Like that, it's like really easy to just kind of like see the bad in the world. So I feel like you really have to look for the good, because if you're only seeing the bad, then that's all you're gonna see, and then you're gonna base your life on like how everybody else sucks, and then that's gonna make your inner universe suck.
Yeah.
So I feel like you really have to be looking for the light. Like, it's not always just gonna like shine. Sometimes if you walk into a dark room, you gotta find the light switch and like make it bright in there. So I mean, that's how I handle things, at least, is I try to definitely always look on the positive. I'm still aware of all the negative, but I just don't let it consume me. And I try to convince other people to try to do the same, but, you can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. But you can always at least try to be that voice that, maybe if they are struggling with something, then that your voice kicks in the back of their head somewhere along the way. And, like, I feel like it's just, if more people would advocate for things like that and just try to convince people, like, and then really be there for people, though, too. Like, you can't just be like, you're not alone, and then just, like, ghost them. For, like, like, you have to, like, stand on what you preach,
Yeah.
So,
because a lot of people be like fake wanting to know certain things, just to be like, if anything happened, at least I asked. But did you really ask though?
Right.
Did you really like, hey, are you really okay?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, truly though, not just, hey man, are you okay? And then just brush it off and then like,
you're
okay.
good? Yeah, cool. All right, we good guys. Like, who got the bottle? Like,
There's a lot of like fake care, man. A lot of people too. Hey, if you can't deal with yourself, you talk to people. That shit don't help. Get a professional, man. Get a therapy.
Right,
go to therapy. Go to find a way, like you were saying. Find a light.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. Oh shit. That's some more. Oh, what do you think? Do you think life have a purpose? Let's get on that.
I think you got to make your own purpose. I think like overall there is some kind of universal purpose. Like, I feel like everybody and everything has a reason to it. Like, but I don't know what that reason is. Like, sometimes like I have shit happen to me where I'm like, what is going on? Like, but I think it's finally like I think you got to kind of make sense out of everything, like, somehow in one way or another. And then I mean, sometimes shit just do be happening, and it's deciding what and what not to really take focus on and be like, all right, is this like an implemental like thing that's going on, or is it a coincidence, or but I think everybody has a reason, though, for sure. And I think everybody definitely plays a part, like, just in this world. Like, every action has a consequence, and it's just something like, and sometimes that consequence won't be right away. Sometimes it'll be 10 years down the road or something.
So you believe in like karma?
I believe in karma. I believe in karma. I believe in dharma.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, karma is more like, I guess the immediate, like, let's say if you do bad, then like bad will happen to you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And dharma is the opposite of that. It's like if you do good, then good will happen.
Yeah.
It's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Ups and above and below.
Yeah, as above, so below. Yeah.
Holy shit. No. Nah, this been real dope, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, well, okay. I'm trying to think to myself. This is my thinking face.
Reaching in the noggin.
Right, reaching in a deep knowledge, deep bag. Okay, do you believe in aliens?
Yes. I do. It's funny. My aunt is actually a shaman.
Okay.
And she has like a whole book about like alien encounters that she claims to have had, and I feel like I've seen them before too, man. Like, and I feel like they're probably here.
Yeah, right.
Like they're somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why a bunch of people wanted to Naruto run near Area 51. Like,
right? Yeah, there's definitely like.
I don't know what they are though. You know, I don't know like if
what
like
specifically
how
do you
we
want to
think
know
that
about?
they're like, you know, just like we always think like the gray people with the big eyes,
the gray with the big eyes and the
pointy
small
chin.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know what exactly. Like, they might just look like us. Like, you know, we really don't know. And I definitely believe there's other universes out there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we really went to the moon or Mars or not, but like, I believe there's shit out there for sure. Like, I feel like they just don't want to talk to us immediately because they're like, yo, what are you doing to your planet?
Yeah, I feel like we're doing crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like they feel like we're just fucking everything up. And
yeah, which we are.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Yeah.
Blowing shit up for no reason, killing each other for no reason.
For real.
We live on the same planet. We can't get along and like, like come on, man.
It's wild.
That's why also like I don't want to get too like conspiracy. If that's even a word.
Yeah.
Because like freaking, I feel like whoever's controlling this plane, right, can't be human.
Yeah.
I like, because everybody that goes in like the office or whatever, whoever's in power, whoever's the face, let's say that, it's always the same. They always have the same program. It's always the same shit. Like.
Yeah, the agenda.
The same
like,
agenda. Yeah. Overall. Control. Power.
Control
greed.
Tactics. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be. To be honest, I'm ready though. Bring the aliens out.
I've been ready. I'm like, why haven't y'all taken me yet? Like, like what's going on?
Bring the aliens. Yeah, fuck it. Just bring them out. Bring the aliens out. Bring what else? Bring the dragons out. What else?
Oh
what
yeah,
else
we need dragons.
Bigfoot.
Loch Ness. Yeah, like where they at? Like,
to be honest, I feel like all these shits really like exist though. At some point of time, because ideas come from somewhere. Right. You can't really create without some type of
like preconceived knowledge
or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, I feel like, and even if it's not those exact things that exist, it's something similar, like it that like, I don't know. We just gotta bring all of them. Bring them out.
It'd be interesting, like conversation. Like, do they talk? Do they not talk? Can they just like beam like conversation through your head?
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I definitely think that like telepathy and shit is real too. So I feel like they would be more advanced on that. Like, and because if you think about how humans talk too, like, sometimes a lot of the stuff that we even say is like filler for how we're really like feeling or whatever energy we're giving off or receiving. So I feel like they would be more on like a mental level to where like they're just like feeling each other's energy and they already know like what's going on without having to communicate like in a verbal way.
Yeah, you've ever been around like somebody, a friend or like a person,
and you feel like
a lot,
you're reading their thoughts,
and then like you think something,
they say
and
it.
they
Or
say it, and
like,
you be like, bro, I
yeah,
was thinking the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
that's
a
like
lot.
level. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of level one of like the process.
yeah.
Well, how many percentage of our brain did they say we unlocked?
That we've unlocked.
We've unlocked
I think it's only like 30% or
thirty
something.
percent.
I think.
I'm
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna say
double
look it
check.
up. I think that is right, but I'm not sure.
Like
It's supposed to be about like our pineal
yeah,
glands and
pineal.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it
like
pineal or
I
pineal?
don't know,
I don't
one of
fucking
them,
know
like
either.
pineapple glands. But I guess it's the fact that like we calcified
Yeah,
them and
calcified.
but
Yeah,
if you think about it, then I also blame the government for that because like
yeah,
it's like they with the fluoride that is in our
hmm
toothpaste and stuff. That's supposed to like
yeah.
calcify it, and there's things you can do to decalcify it too, like DMT and that. I don't know. Actually, I don't want to get abducted by the wrong shit though. I don't need the government coming after me, so maybe next topic.
Our brain. Hold up. After this one, do we use this? Okay. AI, is this another big topic?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
AI overview on Google said you use essentially 100% of your brain, not just 10%. Because the idea that humans only use a small fraction, it don't matter. It's like a whole book. There's no
They
matter.
might be trying to deter us, though.
Right? Now, yeah. Let's get back to the music. Okay. But to the interview. Let's get back to it. What's what's you was kind of talking about relationships a little bit. What's your what's your love life looking like?
Right now,
Yeah, right now.
I married my music,
I mean,
and we're in a committed relationship. Yeah, but
I was
I decided to, I guess, take a break from like I guess like formal like relationships and stuff like that, and just to really focus on my music because I'm the type of person where like I am a lover. You feel me?
yeah.
So when I'm in a relationship, I take parts of myself away
Mm,
and to, like give like all of myself to whatever person I'm with, and
yeah.
I'll focus more on like what they got going on, like what they need help with, like
Mm,
what like I'll put a lot of my stuff aside, So and that has been my music, like and the
yeah.
example is even me not making my own music for years while I was with this other guy, So um like and I also get because like I don't know, I feel like I can have like a masculine like mentality
Mm,
overall, but when I'm with like a guy, I like all my like feminine like traits like come back
back. Yeah.
without me even like necessarily wanting them to or not.
Yeah.
But I feel like I get into like housewife mode almost, and I don't want to do that.
At
So
least not
like,
right now, right?
yeah, not right now. Like
Yeah.
when the time is right and shit, then yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I just need to focus on my music and myself, and I feel like if I'm in like a traditional relationship right now,
You would,
I'll
yeah.
lose sight of that a bit. So, yeah, I'm not looking. It's
I
like if the
mean,
right thing does come, then it's not like I'm gonna like close myself off to
yeah.
it. But it would have to be like in a fitting to where like they know like
Yeah.
what's up,
The
like
number
and
two.
what, like yeah, not even number two, but it's just like let me do my music, like because I mean that's why like me and the other guy ended up splitting because the second that I was even bringing up that I wanted to do music, he was like he pretty much like in exact words he told me he's like if you want to pursue music instead of letting me put a ring on you and put a baby in you, then I'm not with it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'll
Come
take
on.
music. like like
Yeah.
you should get a car and a house and a job before you're talking about putting a ring and a baby in anybody. Like I that's the other thing is I've always been like the financial and like I've always been the supporter. I've always been the one to hustle and get the
Yeah.
house, get the car, like get everything. And then so I feel like my selection of men has not been the best because I'll take on like charity cases and be
I mean, at least you
like
got there's some type of accountability or self awareness
yeah, I have to
going
at this
on.
point
Yeah.
because my heart's like too big. So like I do
Yeah.
definitely like
People use that though
they
sometimes.
do, yeah, a lot.
You can't. You
So
can't. You just can't allow it. You know what I mean? You can't allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Because once a user is always gonna be a user.
Yeah, exactly.
Never gonna give. They're just gonna take.
Yeah, and then the second you're like, well, can't like I'm gonna allow. Can you maybe like give 5%? Then they're like,
yeah,
what
like,
do you mean?
They think you're tripping.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Oh shit. How long?
Oh yeah, where are we at?
Yeah. Okay. Can you guess how?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably like now we about like an hour and 1 minute.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
feel like it's been that long though.
Yeah,
What,
no.
does it? Has it?
I don't think so. I would have said probably like 30 or 40 minutes. I feel like.
Yeah. It's been like an hour or so.
Damn.
I don't know. Any we can keep going.
Well, I know you got it. You still have him to do and stuff.
Oh
too,
yeah,
so.
all right. Damn, we gotta double back because there's a lot of little things that I feel so bad for now. Like, okay, whatever. All right. We can do some fire rounds and then fire questions and then we can just jump off. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
What's your favorite food?
I would say I have like a top 3 food groups.
All right.
I guess, and that would be Thai food, Caribbean food, and also well, I don't know if I would call it like Mediterranean or like, well, my dad's from Lebanon.
Yeah.
So we would eat a lot of like Middle Eastern, like Lebanese based like dishes. Like we make this one thing called moussaka.
Yeah.
Which is like a Lebanese like kind of, or like Greek too, like lasagna. It's with like eggplant. It could be lamb or beef and like a bechamel sauce. And like, I don't know. I love to cook. So, but like if I'm just out and I'm gonna like grab a plate, it's always either like Haitian or Jamaican food for the most part. If I'm like going out to sit down at dinner, I usually do like Thai or something. But
favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook?
Yeah.
I don't think, because I don't know, like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I don't know. I like making like brown stew chicken a lot. I eat a lot of fish though, so I went like pescatarian for a while. And I don't eat pork at all. Still, I sometimes now eat red meat, but it's mainly just, and I put chicken back in. So I guess like like pescatarian. Yeah. But yeah, I make a lot of fish. I make this one salmon thing that I like a lot. That's like, I'll take a salmon. Yeah. And I take like crab, and then there's like scallions and cream cheese, and like I make like a crab shrimp, like stuffing, and then I stuff it in the salmon. I roll it in like a pinwheel, and then I like glaze the top with like a teriyaki ginger kind of like. So yeah.
That shit sounds good as fuck.
It's fire, yeah. I like making my own sushi too, and like sushi bowls and things like that.
I never had sushi.
Oh, it's fire. I don't eat like the raw fish as much. I still will, but if I'm eating at home, I'll do like cooked versions of sushi. Okay. I'll do like salmon, crab, and stuff. I love making seafood boils too.
That's that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
See, I don't actually watch a lot of TV.
Alright.
I feel like TV's like brain pudding. Yeah. In a way. I'm not a big movie person either. Alright. I feel like all the time we are watching TV, we could spend like, well, as creatives at least, you know, like if I'm watching somebody else's ideas, then I'm less likely to make my own point. So I opt for just listening to like beats and writing more than watching TV. But I did watch something recently though that I liked a lot. It was called like Quantum Leap. It was like a time travel thing.
It wasn't that big. It was in that box, and then it was just traveling around and shit.
Yeah, it's a dude that travels to different points of time to, like, reverse people's wrongs, and he has to, like, fix a problem before he can jump to the next place, but the whole time he's trying to figure out how to get home, like, to the present year and shit. That shit was good.
I think I know what show you're talking about, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. favorite
Album.
that you've listened to?
I will say, I'm not the best at listening to albums all the way through.
Yeah.
Like, if I like an artist,
Yeah.
then, like, and they drop a project, I skim through each song and I'll find, like, my top ones out of it. And, I will say, too, that also music for me, too, is also kind of like, I was saying on the TV, if I watch other people's ideas, I'm less likely to create my own. I'm kind of really particular with what I listen to, in terms of like I actually barely listen to other music anymore. Like, I have to really love an artist to go out of my way, and unless it's my friend too, if they drop something, then I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
But like, you know, I used to be the person that every time I'm in the car, like, the music's not stopping playing. I'm bumping and driving, and like, but this last year, I actually, most of the time, like, now my friends will be in the car and they're like, "Yo, can we play some music?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just made some shit. What do you want to listen to?" Like,
yeah,
you know. But
listen to my own shit.
yeah, I've been like, and I do actually want to catch up on, like, you know, listening to some other music, but I just, like, my mind gets so occupied with, like, just whatever I got that I'm making. Like, I'm working on this one song right now, that the one I'm trying to, like, build the beat for. I haven't been able to actually record anything else in the last week, because every time I sit down to try and write something, I'm just thinking of the song that I don't even have a beat for, that I have to make a beat for. So I'm kind of at a standstill, like, this week with, like, I told my engineer and stuff too, because he keeps being like, "Are we recording today?" And I'm like, "Are we making that beat?" Or because, like, I feel like
So is it like
I have to get it out of my system before I can move on to the next thing.
So you just, in your mind, you already have like some type of there's this video I saw on Instagram where I think artists do that shit a lot. Like I think I seen Michael Jackson or Justin Bieber. They make a sound like
right, yeah,
it's like that, right? Yeah, and then like
that's like what I'm gonna do for
okay,
beat.
hell
Yeah, but yeah, like, my mind does not shut up though. Like, if, like, I can't just have a quiet moment in my mind. I'm always like replaying, like, either my music, or there are some artists that, like, for right now I've had like this Honest Ave song stuck in my head for like every single, like, minute that I'm just like walking around, I have some kind of music playing in my head, and like I feel like, yeah, I can't, like, have a quiet moment in my mind until I actually record something and have it to play back and listen to as a full project, and then it will get out of my head for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had just my song that I'm trying to make, and then this, like, Honest Ave song, like, which is nothing like the song I'm trying to make right now either. It's like a completely different, like, indie kind of song, and like I don't know, I'll get music just, like, stuck in my head though all the time. But yeah. Sorry, I know I jump topics a lot, or I'll, like, you know, you'll ask me one question and then I, like,
it's been awesome.
Something else. But
no, it's been amazing. It's really been an amazing, like, episode, bro. Smooth.
Oh, thank you.
Especially we didn't really. It's like no script. Everything was just off the top. Yeah, it's been dope. Before we end, right? Is there? I always, give you, like, a few minutes to, like, you can do a rant or like a motivational, you know what I mean? And anything that, gives people, like, some type of light, some type of, reason to keep going.
Yeah.
You have the, however amount of time you want to say something to the people.
Well, I would say, I mean, I feel like we went through, like, almost every topic, but I would say in terms of, like, I mean, you're saying the keep going thing, like, there's never a reason to stop going, if you stop in one place, then you're never going to know what's next. And, like, I feel like you can really create your own journey. I believe in, like, manifestation a lot. Like, I feel like we really can write our own narratives, and, like, no matter what life throws at you, and whatever, like, external things are either, like, in or against your favor, you can really dictate, like, how your life is going to go, and whether it comes from just changing your environment. Like, there's the whole people, places, things thing, which I believe in a lot, like, that, you really you got to like put yourself in whatever position that you want to be in, and nobody else is going to do it for you. You know, like you really got to be the captain of your own ship. And I really think too, like, you know, if you feel the world is against you, or like, you know, there might be battles that you're going through, or that people you care about are going through, and you just gotta tough it out, and you just gotta like decide what is worth it to you, and what extent you'll go through to accomplish your goals. And you just keep going, like you say, you just keep pushing, keep fighting. Like, nothing that's worth it comes easy. But you know, it's the hardest things you go through that really make life worth living. So
it's pretty solid. Can't say it better than, you know what I mean? Hey, really appreciate you like coming on.
yeah, I appreciate you having
recording.
me.
It's been dope, and hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed the whole episode like I did. And thank you. That's it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Remove. Oh shoot! You know what? We can sneak this one in. Any upcoming shows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I would have to actually look at all of them. I know on the 18th of this month, which is September. This month came so fast too. The 18th, I'm headlining in Hollywood at Casablanca. My dog Wesley is. He's been doing like, I think weekly, like at least 2 times a month, I think, events. And so I'm gonna be there October 4th. I'm gonna be doing something. And then Ado has Wicked Con coming up, and I know he's doing another Hoochie Fest too. We have every Wednesday right now. It's like kind of a ladies event. It's like Sip and Paint at the truck stop in Pompano. That's a venue that is a 24/7 food truck. There's a big stage and everything. He'll talk more about it early when you talk to him.
All right.
But we're always doing stuff there. I'm supposed to be opening for 1900 Rugrat on December 11th. It's the day before my birthday.
Hell yeah.
And
December
then,
what? December 10th.
December 11th, yeah. My birthday's the 12th.
Yeah.
And then
that's funny.
He has a little tour that's going to be December 11th, December 13th, and December 14th. I think I'm just doing the Miami location one. I could maybe do the other ones. I'm going to see how the first one goes. And
hell yeah.
And I am going to put together an event, though, for like, probably if I don't go to the other part of that tour, probably like the 13th or something around my birthday, I'm going to try to put together like a mansion party or something. Like, I'm trying to do, that's one thing I'm going to be trying to do actually, is more, because we always do venues and stuff. I'm going to try to kind of bring back the house party vibes a little bit, because I feel like people need that.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
instead of us all just standing at the club like waiting for the next artist to go on or whatever it is. I feel like we got to bring back just the wholesome, like, oh, we're here, I'll just have a good night together kind of vibes.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.